I'm going to give this a few minutes before I say what I have to say. I'm going to give it about another minute, and then I'm going to say what I have to say. About 30 more seconds. About 10 more seconds, and I'm going to say what I have to say. Okay, so about 9:21, my son reached out to me to tell me that on his way to work, he dropped his phone. So, mind you, I'm here, I'm at my office, I'm at work, and I'm not able to connect with him. But then I ended up talking to his boss, well, one of his bosses, and he left, to come back home so he can track his phone. He gets home, get his tablet, and the phone is still by his job. So something said, call the phone. My son calls the phone, and someone named Black answers his phone. He says, yeah, I was waiting for someone to call. Yeah, I'm over here. I'm not far. I'm over in this. I'm not going to name the area yet because I'm definitely going to file a complaint, a citizen's complaint. Because what Metropolitan is not going to do is play with my son. So back to the initial situation, the person said that they had the phone and that they were going to, hold on to it and everything, and then we can connect. So I said, okay, great. I get off at 5 or 6, I can come to you, or if I can reach out, if I get my son, then I will pair you up so he can get his own phone from you. So I think I spooked the guy because, iPhones can be tracked. So I guess he figured he was being tracked. So he ended up turning the phone off and lost contact. But smart us, we had already screenshot the home address because he sat home for a while and then left back out and went to PNC Bank and went to the grocery store. He was around. So everywhere he's going, we're screenshotting. So my son was smart enough to call the police, and he waited a whole hour at this location, and they never showed up. Police passed him. He's flagging the other police down. No one stops for him. So my son says, you know what? I'm going to just go to the house. And I said, Dayon, you're going to risk your life over a phone. It's not worth it. He was like, no, we have important information in my phone. I have everything in my phone. I need my phone. He gets to the address and he sees police officers circling the neighborhood or whatever. So he was able to flag a whole different group of police officers. They chilling. So they ended up, talking to Dayon, and he tells them the information and the address, and they, I guess, escorted him, or they went to the addresses to check it out, and a lady had my son's phone. I'm thankful that he got his phone, but the next part I'm about to tell you, I am heated. Police officers going to ask my son to give the lady some money for finding his phone? When did Metropolitan Police start doing that? He was already willing to give the lady money. I told him that when he reaches out to the guy, because I never knew that a lady was going to have his phone, I would cash out him personally for being honest enough to turn the phone in. But at a point, he turned the phone off. Phone is fully charged. We can see it in the app. It's fully charged. We know where it's at, but he stopped communicating. But we go from that to the police being supposed to be the median, supposed to be the ones in the middle, making sure that everything is fair, making sure everything is safe. And instead of doing that, you did that, but then you want to tell my son to give the person that found his phone money because they didn't have to turn it in, they didn't have to do this. So my son giving someone money for finding his phone, that was to show appreciation. We were going to do that anyway. I don't need law enforcement to tell my son how to be, a giving citizen. We understand that part. But what you're not going to do is put my son on the spot. Because what if he didn't have any money? What if he didn't have it to give? So, and what if the lady said, if the tables turned, oh, we don't have his phone, or whatever. And that's against the law. Like, you cannot hold somebody's valuable property um, that don't belong to you looking for payment. If you have somebody's property, you're supposed to just give it to them. Giving someone a tip, that's extra. That's showing appreciation for the person. That was almost like my son having to pay for his $2,000 cell phone. But for law enforcement to turn around and say, you need to give her some money, and I'm going to talk back with my son to see what tone it was used in, because was it more like a command, a demand, or just a courtesy, gesture for my son to give a tip to the lady to show appreciation? I'm going to clarify the tone. But just for that to even roll off your tongue, I really don't appreciate that. Metropolitan Police, Georgia Avenue. So this is not the end. I'm definitely going to file a citizen's complaint, and you're going to hear about me, because what you're not going to do is make people feel like they have to pay to get their belongings back. I mean, we were more willing and able to give the person that found my son's phone a tip of appreciation. But Metropolitan, be very, very choice. Like, use some better choice of words when someone is in duress and they're trying to get their merchandise back. Don't make the person feel like they have to give somebody a tip to get their phone back. Like, that's crazy. That is so crazy. I am fuming right now. So I would definitely be filing a citizen's complaint against that, because that is not right. And anyone that is watching this live, if you've ever had to experience that, tap on, because I don't think that's supposed to happen.